Namaste, yogis and yoginis. Welcome once again to Yoga with Big. Today we're indoors. It's getting hot out there, but this is the kind of practice that I would like to do and that I love to do when I wake up and I think, oh, I need to get a stretch myself and find spaces. So let's get started. Let's go and lay on the floor. You know, I always like to land and take a bit of breathing just before anything, because you might think, yeah, I just woke up, I'm not that stressed, but you just want to make sure that you are not stressed. So open the legs to the sides, the knees are open, put the soles of feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. If you practice with me, you know this one. And you can either leave the hands on the sides or just put one on the belly, one on the chest, just to keep an eye on your flow of air. So take a big inhale. Feel your chest expanding and your belly growing. Go deeply and then take a big exhale and feel them both going down, emptying of air. And if you feel like immediately opening your mouth to exhale, do so. Inhale deeply. Because you have a lot bottled up, go and take it out. Inhale. Let's do the last one. Very deep, like you mean it. Inhale. Deeper, deeper. And slowly exhale through the nose. And since we are already with the hips trying to open, let's bring the knees to the sides of the chest. Grab the back of the thighs, the calves, the outside of the feet, or the toes. The big toes this time. And let's do a happy baby. I love happy baby. And I love rocking it. When you rock it, do not go up with the hips. Go down with the hips as much as possible. Try to touch the tailbone on the ground. Which obviously the tailbone is up, but yeah, that's the idea. And you can rock, and then you give yourself a little back massage. Give the spine, if it happens to you like me, that I got super protruding vertebra. Sometimes it's like, ooh, ow, ooh, especially when you have a really hard floor like I do now. But anyway, bring the knees down, open, and I also like to play slightly stretching every time the legs, so one at a time, just to test. Just something mild, nothing too strenuous. Beautiful. From here, we're going to put the feet up in the floor, on the ceiling. Well, I don't think we'll reach. Just put your feet up and legs as straight as possible. And we're going to bring the left down, and the right is coming up. And you can use a belt, a strap, a towel, a t-shirt, maybe a lasso, or just put it over the sole and then pull down. Or you can just grab the back of the thigh, maybe the calf, and bring it towards you. And you can feel a big stretch on the hamstrings, on the calf. And if you do flex, the more the better. If you flex the toes towards your face, you're going to feel a huge extension of the whole back of the neck. Opening spaces. We don't normally care for, especially we walk a lot and then we forget to stretch them. And that causes a lot of lower back pain. So every time you exhale, bring it towards your face a little bit more. And then let's change. Let's do the left side. Ooh, I can feel a lot of tension here. Maybe for you, you go, oh, yeah, that is true. Or not, you might be just, wow, I'm feeling great. Just bring it towards your face. And again, if you're lassoing it, just putting something around the foot. Do so, just bring it down. Every time you exhale, bring it down a little bit more. And let's do this dynamically. So bring the right up. And then the left up. And then we put the core in the mix, a little bit of core work. And if you feel you're in the mood, let's do the body too. So bring the body up, looking up. So don't crank the neck, just keep looking up. Keep looking at your toes. And so we activate the core also a little bit with stretching. But why not activating the core is always a good idea. It's a mild core exercise. If your neck is too much, then just rest it. It's entirely up to you. Just test your body and see how it goes. Keep changing, scissoring the legs. Beautiful. And then from here, we go down all the way. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee, making a figure four. This may be enough for you if you have a lot of tension, if you're very constrained. Otherwise, just thread the needle, put the hands between the legs and grab the back of the leg, or maybe try to get the shin. Remember to activate this foot, the right foot, so flex it. This way we're protecting the knee. And remember to extend the neck. For me, once I always crank it, just tuck the chin a little bit. And here we're having a beautiful stretch of the glute, the sciatica. So if you suffer from that, this is a great move. Pigeon on the ground is also amazing. It's a bit more intense, but this floating, reclining pigeon is also fantastic. From here we unravel and we cross the other foot. So left foot over the right knee, flex the foot to make sure it's looking up, and then you grab the back of the thighs, you put it on a block, on the ground, whatever works, and get the shin and bring it towards you and feel that beautiful stretch of the left glute now. A bit of hip opening too. You can use, I like to use the left elbow to push the leg outside. So there's a bit more hip action there. Again, very personal choice. And then unravel, put both knees close to your chest. Maybe you grab the back of the thighs. That's the way I like to do it. Sometimes people like to do it grabbing the shins and rock and roll yourself. You can give yourself a little massage. So this is a very hard floor, so it's not the most pleasant thing in the world. And then come to Malasana. So feet are going outside. If your Malasana is more closed than mine, that's also beautiful. But I'm also looking for a little bit of hip opening. So if you are in this Malasana, if it's too much for you, you can put a little block under your coccyx and try to keep vertical as much as possible. So your spine is erect, your spine is up, and maybe use the elbows as levers and push the knees out. And put the palms in the center of your heart, using them to just really push yourself out. And open those hips. And then from here, hands on the floor. And if you want to jump, because you think, oh, yes, let's do this. Or if you want to just go step, I'm going to jump. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, jump. Here we are. And then from here, we're going to go very low, very slow, low to the ground, very slow. So we're going to do a little push up all the way down, but holding, and tap the toes. And then come up to Sphinx pose. So put the elbows on the ground, palms open, bring them towards your chest, and then push the flesh of your skin like you really wanted to push your body, your chest through the arms, elongating the spine, finding new spaces. You can close your eyes, you can look ahead, whatever works, but feel like you're really trying to find some little tiny spaces beneath the vertebra, elongating the spine. Relax the glutes, relax the legs. Nothing to find tension there. And every time you exhale, push a little bit further. Find that back bending. Okay, from here we're going to go down. Hands next to the chest. We're going to do cobras. And we want to work with the erectors muscles, so all the back muscles. So maybe we start just not using the arms. Inhale, come up. float. Exhale, go down. Inhale. Exhale, feel those back muscles working. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And up with the hands. And let's start working a little bit also the triceps. So we use the erector muscles and also the triceps. And maybe go up a little bit high. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. So make sure they really are going behind you, opening the chest. Exhale. And you might feel that, yes, you're starting to use the triceps a little bit. Maybe go a little bit higher. And the higher you go, you want to activate the glutes. So your bum is going to go a little bit tense. And if you go super high and extend the arms, definitely are going to get really tense. Those glutes, I mean. And those triceps, by the way. I don't know if you can hear the background, but there's a temple nearby, and they have the praying going on. So very appropriate to accompanying the yoga practice with some prayers. Are blessed. In Sri Lanka, you have all kind of temples. You have churches, you have Buddhist temples, Hindu temples, you have mosques, you have, I don't know, you name it, everything lives together in happy harmony, which I love. Like you live in happy harmony with your body, your breath, and your mind. Keep going. Yes, I'm here. I'm not forgetting about you or your triceps. Keep inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, going down. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale. Push yourself to the back. Hips go up to all fours. Bring slightly the knees forward. And put your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Let's do some cats and cows. We're familiar with them, but as a reminder, with a cow, we drop the belly towards the ground, look ahead, tailbone goes up, inhaling, and exhale, we arch the spine towards the sky, separate the shoulder blades, navel to the spine, look down, so we go towards our pubic bone, the look goes there. Inhale, drop your belly, look ahead, tailbone up. Exhale, really like you mean a navel to the spine and maintain completely the space of the belly, separating the shoulder blades, activating the spine. And beautiful. From here, we're going to bring the right arm up on a twist. And then we bring it, thread the needle, and we go and extend as much as possible without touching the floor yet. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. And working the thoracic spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. And now we go down, giving that shoulder a little bit of love. And the temple goes to the ground. If you need a cushion, just put it there. And the left hand can stay in front of our face. You can go ahead, giving another bit of a stretch to the left shoulder and opening the spaces. We can come behind us. Just get a little bit of a wrap. Try to find the thigh, the waist. And then we're having a lot of love here. Internal rotation to the right, external rotation to the left. Bit of a twist in the thoracic spine. Everything's happening here. Give yourself some love. And then, as always, feel free to stop the video and stay in one pose that you'd like. I'll come back later. Pull the the left hand and bring the right up and all the way down. Let's do the same with the left hand going up on a little bit of a twist, and then thread the needle behind the right arm and reach as much as you can further. Inhale, open. Exhale, go down and far away, trying to reach the window in my case. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the right elbow and thread the needle with the left arm. Oh, there you go. And the last one opens and thread the needle, and we stay there for a little while. It's So put the elbow and the shoulder on the ground, temple, the left temple this time. And with the right hand, we can put it in front of our face. We can extend it ahead and give yourselves also a little stretch. Or you can bring the right palm behind you. If you reach, maybe grab the thigh. Oh, there you are. And open the right shoulder. And breathe. And from here, release the right hand. If you had it bound, put it in front of your face. Bring it all up again. And all the way down. To get your toes together, open your knees just slightly and let's go back to child's pose. So the hips go down onto the heels and then forehead towards the ground. Extend the arms ahead of you. Walk with your fingers towards the top of the mat or the back of the mat, whatever that is. And feel the lungs in the back inflating. Take a big inhale. Relax and feel from your coccyx, your tailbone, all the way to your cervical spine. The spine really elongating. Let that weight go down. On your tailbone, go down to your heels. And that neck's super long. And just a little bit of a rolling on your forehead towards the back. So you can really extend the neck. You know what I mean? So don't try to go towards your nose. Away from your nose. Lift your nose. Lift your nose from the mat, I mean. Hope you're understanding this little cue. What I mean is just roll on your forehead towards the back of the head, let's say. Just a little tiny bit. So you make some more space on the neck. You don't crank it. Hence you're extending the spine a little bit more. Beautiful. Okay, come up to all fours. Tuck the toes. Hands really open and strong. Let's go to downward dog and pedal downward dog a little bit. We've already opened a little bit the back of the legs, but it's never enough. And this is a bit more strenuous. The first one was a bit mild. And reach the heel towards the ground one by one, because both is more difficult. Push yourself really away from the mat, so don't put the weight on the arms, but put it backwards. And then from here, we're going to bring the right leg up just a little bit. Oops, because I hit something. And then bring it between the hands. Left knee on the ground and tuck the toes. And we know this is already a lot for many people because it's a big psoas stretch. And that is the cause of your lower back pain very often. But if you're okay here, just stay here. If you can come up to the knee, come up to the knee and give that stretch a little bit more. And even if you want to extend the arms up and open, and then you will definitely feel it. Oh, beautiful stretch to the psoas here. Hip flex are getting what it deserves. And then from here, if you're just here, then put the hands in front of your chest. The left elbow is going to go over the right knee. And then we're going to do this beautiful twist, which is great for the thoracic spine, the middle part of the spine. And then we also give a little wrist to our belly. Wrist. What did I say? A twist and a ring. That's a wrist. I just mix both words together. Okay, perfect. Come to the center. Go both hands in between. So on the left side of the right foot. And then if you here, again, if it does, that's enough. Otherwise, you can maybe go down for a little moment on our dragon. Opening the hips a little bit more. Take a few inhales and exhales. And then from here, climb again. Hands on the ground. Tuck the toes. Leave the hips. Let's go through downward dog very quickly. And left leg comes between the hands. Lower the right knee and tuck the toes. And again, this might be plentiful because you're stretching the right psoas big time. And enjoy that. Or maybe you want to extend the arms, go up. Oh, big line from the fingers to the toes of the right leg, the right foot. Big arch. And then from here, right elbow goes over the left knee. Let's twist. Try to bring the palms towards the chest. Oh, yes. That tension that gets accumulated in that part is the most difficult part to mobilize, because the cervical spine and the lower back here, that's more mobile. But yeah, the thoracic spine, the middle part, the ribs are constraining. It's just difficult to move it sometimes. Okay, from here we go low again. Hands between the end of the mat and the left foot. So both on this side. That's what I meant. And then if this is enough, great. Otherwise, you might go down on your elbows. And some people are able to go down even more. Just test your flexibility. This is my soft spot. Just find your soft spot, or your hot spot. I don't know what you want to call this one. Your perfect spot. And then from here, come up. Again, come to downward dog. Whichever the way I did it, never a more peculiar way, but that's fine. Enjoy this downward dog. And then from here, you can jump towards the front, or you can just step. Jumping is just a little jump. And we're going on our backs because we're almost done. Bring the knees toward your chest. We're going to do a last twist because I love twists. You know me already. So bring the right knee towards the chest, the left one is extended, right hand to the side, and push the right knee towards the left, looking what? Open the right chest, try to keep the shoulder as glued as possible to the ground, until the body weighs to the other side and everything gets lifted. But concentrate on having that beautiful extension. And if you're thinking, oh, I love this, I'm going to bend the left knee, bring the left foot towards me, and grab the foot with the right hand. That's also a possibility. It gives you a different twist. As the cat pulling still. And I love it because it also gets a bit of a quad stretch, which we haven't really stretched. So this is a good chance to just give it a mild stretch. It's not super strong, but the more you get the heel towards the butt, the more you stretch the quad. Okay, release. Bring it both, and then stand the right leg. The left comes to the chest. Bring it over to the right side, and look left. And again, we're gonna stay here. Maybe think, no, I don't want to do the cat and the quad stretch. The cat pulling still. But if you want to do it, and I love it, just bring the right foot towards you. Grab it with your left hand, whatever it is. There you go. Sometimes you get a cramp along the way. Don't worry, it's normal. And look left. And then the more you bring the foot towards you, the more you stretch the quadriceps. Take a few inhales and exhales. And then release. Bring both legs towards you. Bring them towards the chest. Give yourself a massive hug, because you should hug yourself all the time because you're amazing. Take a big inhale. Lift the forehead with the knees. Take another inhale. Another one. And full of air, just go, ah. You can make noise. Extend the legs ahead of you. Palms looking up. If you want to do an X, because it feels better on your body, just do whatever you want. Just give yourself a minute at least of joy, of relaxation, and shear and pour. Nothing to do but Shavasana. Remember to extend the neck. Because again, we tend to put the chin up, so get the chin down towards your chest, so you really extend the cervical spine. Relax the jaw and clench everything. The forehead, the eyes. Drop everything like it's a big stone sinking at the bottom of the sea. I often like to think that I've got a magnet on the floor underneath me, the floor beneath. So there's a magnet just under the ground, and I'm stuck. I feel like I'm super heavy. And if they move the magnet, they'll move me around. I don't know why I love that. That thought makes me smile, and it makes me feel super heavy. So whatever it is, the technique you want to use, you might think you're made of lead or a big metal or a rock or a wood, but you're heavy. Heavy and beautifully carved. And maybe you want to say to take a second nap, and maybe you fall asleep because it was too early for you, and take a short, tiny nap. Or you can come back with me, maybe rolling yourself up, or coming through one of the sides, whatever is your favorite way. Bring it to Sukhasana, cross-legged, hands in front of your chest. Bring the chin slightly also. We are extending the neck, giving some space, but also looking inwards, being humble. I'm thankful for this gorgeous, amazing body. We just found a little bit more spaces. We got it a bit more supple, ready for the day, ready for whatever comes ahead. Calm, grounded. So with a big smile, open your eyes, come back to reality, come back to your day. And so we're so grateful to have you here. And if this is something that made you feel absolutely fantastic, I advise you, I encourage you to save it, because then you can use it every day. Maybe it becomes your routine. Maybe you skip one or two because, mind you, don't skip a lot, because it really covers everything and it's good for your body. But if something feels really bad, do it mildly. Don't overdo it. Just do it to the point that it's like, okay, it's a bit of a discomfort. It doesn't make me feel great because it's awkward, but try, give it a try. So it's just about test and try and see how it feels. In any case, if you haven't subscribed, because there's so many videos coming up. So you don't want to miss out. Some of them are strong, some of them are mild, like this one, some of them are shorter than others. In any case, I'm always delighted to have you on board, and see you very shortly. Namaste. Thank you so much.